Hello all you wonderful people of YouTube and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your very first time checking out my channel, then thanks a lot for watching this video. Today I wanted to react to an episode of this show called First Dates. First Dates is this British TV show where these two people go out to dinner at a restaurant on their first dates, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been trying to find shows to react to that haven't really been done before by other YouTubers. Like for example, I know a lot of the TLC shows have been done to death. So I've been trying to find TV shows that are both entertaining to watch and haven't really been reacted to by other YouTubers. Admittedly, it has been hard to find shows that fit this criteria, but luckily I actually managed to find this show through Instagram because a few clips of it were in my recommended page and I thought it would be fun to react to. If you guys are like me, then I'm sure you've probably been on a few first dates and they are always super awkward. Mainly because you're meeting an absolute stranger for the very first time and you're trying to get to know them, you're trying to figure out if you like them, if they like you, and honestly, it can really suck sometimes. So you know what would make a first date even worse? If someone filmed this and decided to put it on television. So yeah, today I'm reacting to the first date of this super awkward couple, and if you guys end up enjoying this video, then there are like hundreds of other couples to react to, so I will for sure be down to make another video about a different couple. All right, let's watch the episode.
This is 24-year-old sales executive Will.
I wouldn't say I'm posh, but I know I probably am.
Will's looking for a girl who shares his passion for country life.
So first impression, narrator's very creepy. Will's looking for a girl who shares his passions in life. Like he showed up to this date, so obviously he's looking for a girl or a guy or whoever. So I don't really think the creepy narration is super necessary, but it's pretty common in these types of shows, so.
Oh, bloody love tweed.
Lovely. There you go. Follow me.
I'm glad that they stopped using urine to make it, though. As in, yeah, you don't really want a jacket that someone's pissed on.
I think that was this guy Will's attempted humor, but oof. So my first impression of this guy is a little awkward, obviously. He used the word posh to describe himself. I would say, yeah, I mean, that's fair. I would also say arrogance or whatever, just by kind of that initial interview. But let's see if he becomes slightly less awkward and more likable as this episode goes on.
Do you have any proper beer?
Do I have any proper beer?
Like any bitters?
Campbell, no.
God, unfortunate. I might as well go for, let's start with Guinness.
Guinness, yeah, sure.
Go strong.
Why not? Pint of, yes?
Obviously. Half pints, amateur hour.
Obviously, some people who meet me, they think I sound like a pompous ass.
I agree. Again, first impression, I'll try to keep an open mind, but like that's the vibe he's giving off, which is not exactly ideal for a first date. So anyway, let's see how this goes.
I would hope that people like me. I don't know why not, I'm a bloody nice bloke.
Anyone who says that they're nice or who feels that they have to say it, people don't think they're nice. Like you will not find a genuinely super nice person just out and say, I'm a nice person. People think I'm a nice person. So yeah, this guy isn't doing too well so far.
So how long have you been single? How long?
I have been single pretty much my entire life.
So he's 24, and he says he's been single his whole life. 24 is not that old to not have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whoever yet. But to me, that is a little bit of a red flag if you've never had any sort of relationship before the age of 24. Because like there'd be a reason for you not having a relationship yet, right? And because I doubt it's other people, it's probably you.
Tell me about your ideal woman.
Now we're talking. I really like brunettes, petite brunettes. I want them to have a love for the countryside, and I like a girl who drinks a pint of beer. Yeah, that's somebody I could marry, marriage material.
So his ideal woman is a short brunette who likes the countryside and who enjoys beer. Not sure if his date is gonna fit this criteria, but I'm pretty sure she's coming up now, so let's see.
My name is Fran, I'm 22, and I've been single for my whole life.
Okay, so his date has also been single for her whole life, and she seemed very excited about that. So she's 22, and again, early 20s, and has never had a relationship before, which I find a bit odd. And when I say that, I don't mean to crap all over people who are maybe these guys' age or older and have never had a serious relationship before. It happens. I've been single myself for a very long time. So obviously there's no problem with it. It just sometimes makes me a bit curious if there's a reason behind this.
I went to an all-girls school, so I wasn't used to seeing them. They were like aliens. It's probably why I've been single for so long. I have been on 4 dates with someone. That's the closest I've ever come to a serious relationship.
Okay, so she hasn't like never been in a relationship before. She said she's been on like 4 dates with someone, but that's as far as it's gone. So I'm a bit curious what happened between her and that person to split them up after those 4 dates.
You alright, Fran? You're looking a bit nervous.
A bit nervous, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
I do like my countrymen. I love a man in tweed.
I don't think I've ever heard a girl say that her ideal man is a guy in tweed. Like when Will described his ideal girl, he's like, oh yeah, I want her to be kind of short, brown hair, love the countryside. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But then when she was asked, she basically just says, oh yeah, as long as he wears tweed. Like she could have easily said, oh, I want a super tall, brown hair, blue-eyed guy with a massive dick. But instead, again, all she wants is a man wearing tweed. So, I mean, low standards, I guess.
Nice to meet you.
How are you? What's your name?
I'm Will.
Will. Nice to meet you. I'm Fran.
Fran, good to meet you, Fran.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hi. I would love a Prosecco.
Prosecco.
Please, thank you very much.
Look at his face when she ordered a Prosecco instead of a beer. He looks pissed. Like if you remember, one of the traits he wanted in a girl was a girl who loves beer, and I think Prosecco is like a wine or champagne or something, but it's definitely not a beer. Will is not happy about that, obviously.
It's a nice atmosphere in here.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
I like it.
So I think there's a little bit of editing trickery going on here that I've already noticed, which is kind of just like there's longer pauses in their conversation. And I'm assuming it's when, like, for example, here they're zooming in on Will, and I'm assuming she's talking to him right now, but they just cut that out to make it seem like there's longer pauses in their conversation and it's getting more awkward. And this is not at all the first show to do this. I've noticed this in other shows, but it's always kind of a funny thing to me that they feel the need to do this instead of just letting the date play out.
When I talk to a girl who I find attractive and think, oh, a little bit of this, then I just don't know what to say. Completely clueless.
I feel for you, man. I get it. In my limited experience talking to super attractive girls that I have like massive crushes on, never goes well. So I get it, man. I feel your pain.
So have you, any hobbies?
Do you know what I don't know?
No idea.
I can't say cooking because I'm so crap. But yeah, what about you?
Hobbies, I love the countryside. And I love people who love the countryside too.
I'm definitely a country girl at heart,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, what have you been like in the past relationships? Have you had any?
From my very limited knowledge of first dates, there's 2 things I know that you shouldn't bring up on a first date, which is any past relationships or exes and politics. Basically just because it's an easy way to make the date even more awkward. And yeah, he already broke one of those rules, so going well.
I've never been in a serious relationship. It just hasn't happened. What about you?
I'm very much the same. I think my longest one was about 6 months. And that was during school actually, so I don't really even think you can count them.
So he has been in a relationship. He said he's been in one for 6 months. I'm assuming during could be high school, could be university or whatever. But like, that's not no relationship experience. And I don't know what he means by like, I don't count it because I'm in school. Like it's still a relationship, and I mean, 6 months is a long time to spend with someone. It's not like super long, but it's a long enough time. So it's kind of weird that he doesn't include that in his relationship history. I don't know.
How's it going?
She's a really nice girl.
Oh, you like her?
Yeah, she's really nice.
Does she know that you like her?
They've been talking for like probably longer, but here it seems like 2 minutes. And then she's gone to the bathroom, and I'm assuming the host of the show is coming over and just like, do you like her? Does she know you like her? Like, relax. They just started talking. They don't have to like proclaim their love to each other already.
I'm not very good at sort of selling off my feelings or emotions. It's against my grain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is why I don't have a girlfriend, because I can't tell them. In my family, emotions aren't really talked about all that much.
So another dude with emotional constipation, which is what I call it when a guy, or sometimes a girl, but I find it more typical with guys, all their emotions, they just keep bundled up and they just can't get them out kind of thing. They can't say how they really feel, which sucks. I mean, communication is an important thing in relationships, building relationships, developing relationships. It's all based on communication. So if you don't have the ability to do that, it just makes things more difficult.
No, I've genuinely enjoyed this so far.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Oof. That's not the response you want. He says, I'm enjoying this so far. I'm enjoying my time. And instead of her saying, oh yeah, me too, this is awesome, she says, good, Thank you. I feel for you. I really do. That kind of hurts.
I like your style too. It's interesting. It's good.
My style,
But it works. Little scarf, nice brown thing.
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of her. She's just like not giving him anything. Like any conversation they've had is him bringing up a topic and her just saying, what about you? How about you? She's not really contributing much to this, like a back and forth, which is what it should be in a first date. Like the worst conversations that I have with a girl is me just asking them a question, them giving a short answer and saying, how about you? Instead of just actually building a conversation.
What would you rate yourself out of 10?
Maybe a 5 or something, probably.
Okay, so she's asked what she would rate herself out of 10. She says 5. I would go a 6 or a 7 if I had to rate her. And that's not just off of appearance. It's just judging by her personality. It's not great, but I wouldn't rate anyone unless they're a terrible person, a 5 or lower.
I've never been called pretty, I've never been called beautiful. Throughout my life, I've never had any compliments like that, so I think that's why I am the way I am.
You are definitely not a 5. You are a solid 7. That's awful though, I feel bad. I relate to it, nobody calling you pretty. Guys aren't used to getting compliments, but girls should get compliments on their appearance and stuff like that. They spend a lot more time than we do.
So, I think I'll stop.
Yes, yes.
I had a lovely day and I would like to see you again.
Well, yes, ditto. It was lovely to meet you.
Okay, so there you go. You know, it was a short first date. You know, they just had dinner and a drink. And although I didn't find that they had like super great chemistry, it's nice. They want to go on a second date. Awesome.
10 months on, they're back to tell their tale.
Okay, but that's not all. Apparently this last part is from 10 months in the future. They've been together for 10 months, which is awesome, great for them. And they're gonna kind of say a little bit about how the relationship's been so far.
The best thing is obviously that he wears tweed.
So they've been together 10 months and still the best thing about him is that he wears tweed. If I'm in a relationship and my girlfriend says that the best thing about me is the fact that I wear blue jeans, I wouldn't think that. That's kind of sad. Like they've been in a relationship for 10 months at this point and you can't pick anything good about him besides the fact that he wears tweed.
It's incredible. You come here and then your life changed.
Found the perfect girl, so thank you very much for setting it all up for us.
Your advice was very good, Fred.
Okay, so you know what? A nice happy ending. Even though they're not the most energetic couple out there, a little bit boring, and I still don't think they have great chemistry. You know, they seem decently happy, and that's awesome. They both found a long-term relationship finally. Okay, and that was Will and Fran, probably one of the most boring and awkward first dates that I've seen. But yeah, that is the very first couple I found on this first date show. I know there are a ton more that I can react to. And some of those couples are super awkward as well. Some of them are really cute, some have good chemistry, some just hate each other. So if you guys want me to take a look at another couple from this show, then leave a like and let me know down below and I will definitely do it. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so very much for watching and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing because it means a lot. And I will see you guys in my next video.